Welcome back. I'm so excited. It's a new year.
Hey y'all.
Right. So y'all already know Cocoa Butter Love been off for a little bit. We were embracing our 2018, which was amazing. We had a lot of good things going on in 2018. But we're more excited for the shit that's coming in 2019. All that we're gonna do, all that you guys can do, all that we can experience together. Got anything to add to that, Minnie?
Yeah, I mean, we finna make shit shake.
I think it's. I was gonna say the same thing. We have to make some shit shake.
I think it's New Year. It's beautiful. I think of things we can do together. But I think what's most important are personal goals for 2019, not because it's 2019, but because this is the start of a new beginning. Yes. And I think that we mentioned off camera, we are around a lot of people that are always talking about goals and resolutions that they've had for years that they just never seem to reach.
Okay.
And
all I got to say is, how the fuck y'all setting goals from 2010 and 2019? My nigga, you had 9 years to get them shits together, and you mean to tell me that you still got the same 10 goals, or not even only that, for the extra people, you got the same 3 goals. It's 2019. I ain't doing shit for nobody. I ain't babysitting nobody's kids. I'm worried about me, focused on me, getting back to my books and money. Like,
I lose the baby weight.
Right? That motherfucking baby fat been on you since fucking Kamora Lee Simmons had that shit out. Like,
bye.
Yo, I'm telling you, niggas, I'm talking about I'm gonna lose the baby weight, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Granted, we all make certain goals, but like, it's getting repetitive and it's kind of irritating to keep hearing the same thing. Like, how about we try something new for the New Year's of like, you know what? Don't say it, just do it. And when you do it, you post it. Then you say, you know what? I'm so proud of myself for accomplishing this. I didn't talk about it, but guys, guess what I did? Or I didn't whatever, but here, this happened. Guess what God blessed me with? Or, I mean, if you don't believe in God, guess what, you know, was placed in front of me today? I think that we need to do less of the whole putting it out there in advance and just wait for it to actually come true. Like, that would help a lot of shit, because I'm tired of seeing that damn 2019, 2018, 17, 16, 15. Like, nigga, I heard you say this like 12 times.
Not even wait till it comes true, but like, wait till you're ready to work on it. Like, I feel like because it's a new year, it's like everyone will be like, oh, new me, new this, I ain't fucking with him no more. When it's like, you know you really want to, because you know you're really not over him. Like, you should really wait.
Exactly.
And think about think about what is you really want. Like, you know you want to stop fucking with him, but you're not going to do it just yet. So you should wait until you're ready to really embrace this and work on it. Like, I feel like real G's move in silence like lasagna. Like, you shouldn't be out here telling everybody your goals on Facebook or whatever, knowing your ass ain't ready. And it's completely fine. Like, it's the beauty of being a human being. We're flawed. We have issues. We're not all right. Like, we live and we learn. Like, we're not supposed to have everything together. Just because you get your ass up on Facebook talking about, oh, it's a new me, don't mean it's a new you, because your ass is still doing the same shit from 03.
Exactly. And don't let me make you feel like bad or anything by me saying like, oh, you guys keep posting shit from 8-10 years ago that you haven't accomplished. No, because there's tons of things that you guys are doing that I did years ago, saying like, oh, this year I'm not dealing with people, I'm not chilling with people, I'm not da 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 da. I used to do that same stupid shit too.
Right.
But what I'm telling you is that I learned like my blessings and things started to manifest once I started focusing really hard on accomplishing them and actually fulfilling my goals, like doing what it is that I said I want to do. And then when it happened, being able to basically pat myself on the back, but also say, damn, Coco, thank God you was there working hard, making sure that these things would come to life, basically. Like like she said, don't be trying to force yourself to say things that you know you're not prepared for, you're not ready for. Wait for it to happen. We will allow ourselves to do the things that we naturally want to do, but you can't be forcing yourself to do some shit you don't want to do. So, set up some goals. Write down a list if you have to. And then afterwards, just say, damn, what can I get off this list done? And what's easy, what's hard, what's a little more difficult than something else? And then, work at it, baby steps. And things don't have to be a new year resolution. It has to be a new you resolution. Like, we need to stop thinking it's a new year, so now I need to have new things going on in this new year. No, that's why y'all lives is all fucked up right now. You need to be worried about future. Like, you need to be worried about, developing and progressing as a whole, as a being, like, as a human. Like, nigga, I'm trying to make sure that I'm straight and a better Coco for the next 30, 50, 60, 70 years, however long God lets me live. But yeah, set some of them goals up and try to knock them down one by one.
I feel like goals are like babies in the womb. Like, babies don't come out till they're ready. Like, you should really take your time. I feel like we came off a little harsh. And like you said, I'm not trying to, I used to be on that same new me, and there's nothing wrong with it. If you want to be a new you, that's fine. But if you're going to put it out there, you should make sure that you're really taking your time to be like, okay, I'm putting this out there because I'm letting people know, like, look, this is what it is. And it is what it is. Like I said, your goal should be like babies in the womb. They take their time, and when they're ready to sprout and flourish, is when they make their jump, and they come out, and they're like, bam.
It's like flowers, and it's like caterpillars turning into butterflies. Like, everything takes time, and you just got to make sure that you nurture it properly. Like, you actually taking the time to prepare yourself and prepare these things. But one thing that I thought was pretty cool that I want to tell you guys about. So this isn't like a new year, new me thing. It doesn't even really pertain to me, but it was something that I thought was so cool. I saw her on social media, Boris Kodjoe's wife, who's also an actress that you guys know. I just forget her name all the time. Miss Kodjoe, right? She did this thing where she talked about on Instagram or Snapchat, one or the other, how she years ago, before she met her husband Boris Kodjoe, she wrote out this long list. And it was a list of everything that she would want in a man. And she prayed on that list. And, she said, then I wrote a list in myself and things that I want for myself. And she said she worked towards both lists. But eventually she found the man that she wanted. It was like everything in one. It was a beautiful package. But the one thing she said is that there was some things on there that she knew couldn't come if she didn't work on certain stuff. So the reason I'm bringing this up is because I thought it was so dope that she did that list that I decided, hey, you know what? Let me write me a list of what I think a perfect man is, right? Not because I want a perfect man, because nobody's perfect, but these are things that I seek to find in someone that would be a perfect fit for me. But then it also allowed me to write a list on myself on things that I have, and then I had to look at the list that I made for the man and look at my list and say, you know what, are these compatible, or do they compare, are they equal? And I realized that there was a lot of shit on there that I couldn't compete with and that I couldn't compare, but I wanted. So I knew that I had to work on things within myself to understand, like, you know what, if you want this from a man, you need to be able to give him certain things in return, and you need to make sure that you have invested in yourself properly, or you're molding yourself into a better woman. And that was honestly one of the best things I gained from 2018, because it kept me a little more level-headed and positive as far as relationship-wise. But it also helped me work on myself instead of working on a relationship, with my partner or whatever. But yeah, that's what I took from 2018 that I'm carrying into 2019, is becoming a better woman. And if I'm looking for certain things in a man, I want to make sure that I'm able to give in return. It's not just something that where I'm receiving, expecting somebody to be perfect, because we're not.
That was beautiful.
Thanks, sugar.
I wrote a list. It's something I've always thought of, but I've been seeing it more. But I got this really beautiful notebook. So I was like, I'm going to write my list. So I wrote a 30 for 30. I ain't got much time. So I wrote 30 things I want to do for myself, small goals that I think will be nice to conquer. Yeah.
You definitely brought something to my eyes, because my ass is going to go home and make my list. But I don't know what it is that I really want to do. So I definitely need to take that time to make sure that I make a good list. And it's things that I know I'll work towards. I don't want to create anything that I'm just out here bullshitting, like, oh yeah, I want to be over here jet skiing and then over here doing this.
Like, don't put shit you really don't want to do.
Exactly.
It's like, if you think that should be on someone's list, that don't mean it has to be on your list.
Yeah. Okay, like, and what was really important is nothing is too small and nothing is too big.
Yeah.
So nothing is too great for what it is that you're trying to do. If you want to do something that's, damn, I want to make sure that within my 30 before 30, I clean my car every week, once a week. That is a goal.
That's
even though for some people that feels like, oh, it's not a goal. For me, that's a goal. Because I'm not gonna lie, I be living in my car.
When your car is shitty, I know.
Okay.
That's gonna be. I should add that on there.
I need to clean my car. You know, those are things that, like, those are really important things, but they're not big to others. But because it affects you, it's big to you. So, you know, even if you start with little shit like that, or even if it's just once a month, I need to make sure that I send out group messages to all my close friends, just to say, hey, if I'm not able to be in contact with them all the time. It's little shit, you know what I'm saying? But then you got extravagant shit where you like, alright, nigga, I'm about to live in Canada for 3 years before whatever, and come home if I can't live there. But yeah,
like I think I have on one of my examples is just like to set a reading goal. Because I find that I do so much reading for school, but I don't really do so much reading like personal, like for myself. So I'm like, I need to set like a goal, and actually I'm in the bracket to, you know, be doing that goal now. So I'm like, and they're small, but I think I recommend, like, don't try to write 30 things at one time. Kind of just flow with it. You know what I mean? Just pay attention to things that are around you and just let it flow. But I think that setting small goals like this helps you with your bigger goals, because if your bigger goal is to be a new you, which I think is beautiful, and it's so cliche in a sense because we always say it, but if you are trying to unlock so many things about yourself and, you know, unfold, and you really want to show your true authentic self, then it takes you having to deal with smaller things so you to get to the big things are like, oh yeah, well, fuck him. So you do have to start because you know it starts within ourselves. Like, we can't really think that, and it's so easy to think of a guy because we're girls, like, you know what I mean? It's easy to get ourselves caught up in that. But it's real. Like, we can relate to it, and we know that that's what people go through. But you know, if you're with someone and you're just like, all right, well, I don't want to be with this person no more, you should really take the time to think about, why is it that I keep attracting this person or this type of person? It's something about you that you have to work on. Yeah, or it could be about you that you have to change.
You need to think too, also, like, what are the things that make me feel so strong that I should not be with this person, but for some reason there's things that make you go back. So when you think about all the things that are strong and the cons and the whatever, really think about how those things affect you, how they make you feel, how your life has been going due to these certain things, and whether or not those pros outweigh those cons. Like, if they don't, then you need to let that shit go. And sometimes it's like, letting go doesn't mean you immediately just drop that person or break up with them, but what you do is distance yourself. You start to work on bettering yourself and focusing on other shit that you're not even spending no time or worrying about this person, and eventually things will either get better or you'll be in a space where now you feel comfortable enough to leave them, you know?
Right.
Nobody's like, you know, saying that you guys are crazy or you're dumb
or you're weak.
Right, you're weak because you keep going back to somebody. Sometimes you really just have that love and that feeling for somebody, but love isn't enough. That's one thing I'm gonna tell y'all niggas. Love ain't enough. If you ain't if it ain't working, it ain't working. Because you can learn to love anybody.
Yeah.
True that.
But love is like the cherry on top. Like, love is not like, you know,
right.
If you think you're out here doing crazy shit because of love, it's like you really
you just crazy.
Have to really, because you can't, like, love is different for everybody. Like, you give different love to a different person because it requires
every time you love differently.
Yeah.
But the only thing that I could say that might start off like real love is your first love. That's always going to be like that's what basically is the stepping stone for every other love that you have after that, because you learn what you don't like, what you do like, what didn't work, what did work, and then from there you've given a different type of love. I don't feel, to me personally, anybody ever gives what they first had to anybody after that. And it doesn't mean you don't love that person after that any less. Yeah. It means that you may love them more, but you didn't love them the way you loved that first person. I'm telling you, that first person taught you that, nigga, this wasn't even love. Yeah. This was just lust, and I was deep in it and all this extra shit.
I was stupid.
Right. I was young. So yeah, you know, you guys just worry about all the positive things that you can do. But, you know, try to stay away from social media as far as broadcasting it, because that's what people use as ammo against you in the end. It's like, oh, this bitch was just on Facebook yesterday talking about she wasn't going to be doing this no more, and
she was just saying, fuck me. Well, I'm going to show her. Fuck her. We're going to fuck her for life.
Okay? Like, you know, people going to be saying crazy shit on social media that they know they ain't going to stick to.
Yeah.
That's why, me personally, even everything that I do now as I got older, I stray from the social media, because if I, like, whether it's for work, whether it's for my relationship, whether it's for whatever, you ain't never gonna know shit 100%, because I ain't putting that shit on social media, period. Like, that's just not what you're supposed to do. And I learned that I got way more blessings when I wasn't boasting, bragging, or talking about anything, when I was just worried about me getting that shit for myself and wanting better for myself. You guys gotta want better for yourself. That's all we're saying.
I done strayed away so far from social media, I don't even know how to turn back.
Facts. This nigga don't be on social media at all.
I really tried. That's my goal for that should be on my list. No, that's not even on. That's a goal. I'm social media,
right? So
we can get this shit going.
Get it shaking. But yeah, guys, stay positive, stay blessed, stay loving,
stay
and yeah, everybody just be blessed.
Stay healthy, stay hydrated. Stay moisturized this winter.
Okay, my lips is chapped as shit.
Yeah, I'm dry.
The wind out here cutting.
Shut up.
I'm just saying. Anywho, Cocoa Butter Love, we're back, y'all. It's 2019. Can't wait for all the great things that we have in store for y'all.
Thank y'all. Bye.